Here we go. So here is the pork chop raspberry tank. So I had 10 of them, 4 of them passed away, so I got 6 in this tank, which is not a bad amount. As you can see, got a ton of snails in here. Kind of some different decor that I got from my aquarium box that I just threw in here. Got some of the ghost shrimp still in here. I think I got 3 or 4 that actually survived, but they must have been hidden. Here's one of the ones right there. I haven't fed these guys yet today, so I'm gonna feed them. Oh, this tank's 82, 84 degrees. Kind of warm for them, but I wonder why that's so hot. Either that or the thermometer's broken. So let's see. Got my crown tail male beta in this tank. I haven't done much with this. I gotta do a water change. I shouldn't even show you the tanks, but yeah, gotta suck the bottom out. I'm gonna add some more gravel and soil in here. I've been taking from these 2 tanks and my 5-gallon bucket that I did my last water change on for snails to feed them to my pea puffers. So let's see. So the males are doing pretty good. They're trying to get at the females in this tank, so let's see if I can't get some color. Wow, that one's really got a big, that male that's chasing the other male. Got a really big fin. Looks like some tail nipping's been going on in this tank, so I gotta figure that out and see who the aggressors are and pull them out. Maybe feed them to my female Oscar. Alright, so let's check out the pea puffer or female guppy tank. So I got the 3 pea puffers in here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry for the glare. That's my son's bed. So there's my one of my original females. That's huge. You'll notice some tail nips in here because I didn't get enough snails, or the pea puffers must have been hungry or whatever, but I've been adding snails in here daily now, plus the live or frozen food. So I feed bloodworms, baby brine shrimp, regular full-size brine shrimp to these tanks, all of them. I kind of mix it up. I might do some cyclops or something like that, not sure yet. I'm thinking about starting up like a microworm culture, try to get some live cultures going of different worms and things like that. So, but this is like an all-female tank right now, so I'm just waiting for some of these ones to drop fry because they look like they're pregnant. Otherwise, I'm going to move some of the males in here and let them start going at it. But with these pea puffers in here, I don't know, because I think the pea puffers will eat the fry. I'll have to I'm debating it. So obviously I got to top these tanks back off again. I'll probably do that when I get home from work today. I ended up sleeping a lot longer than I wanted to. I know I did the live stream until early this morning. I never did edit that video. So here's just a look at some of the betas. I mean, not the betas, but male fancy guppies. That's the male crown tail beta. You can see that things look pretty good. Unfortunately, I broke my TDS meter, so I don't know what these are sitting at, but I figure I'll do probably a 30% water change to all these tanks. 30 to 50%, just to be safe, because I really haven't done a water change in like 2 weeks to these tanks. So alright, let me come out here. So let's see here, we got the 5-gallon bucket. This is just the snail, like where I get a good portion of my snails. This is the 18-gallon grow out tote for those Oscars that are getting pretty big now. Here's a side shot of the 125. I'm afraid this female Oscar is gonna hurt the other Oscar, so I want to see Make sure the Oscar's at least this size so this female can't eat them. So there we go. Let me zoom out. So that's that tank. Let me check out the fry in this tank. You can see there's a ton of fry swimming around in here. Female. I gotta get the one male that's in here out of here because that's how I got all these fry right now. So I gotta find the one male and start separating them. As if you guys can see, I know this top panel, this is covered in everything, but I don't know. They like it. I got some water sprite growing up and out of the tank, so I think I'm gonna take some of these big mother plants out of here, if you want to call them that. But here's the grow tank. I gotta get the males out of here. Sorry if it's hazy. The tank is actually pretty clean, actually. So you can see all the males in here, so I gotta get those out of here. My goal is to get all the guppies out of this tank completely, and just have it be a shrimp only tank. Which one of them was just swimming by. There's one of them right there. Sorry for the glare. There's one of the blue velvet shrimp. I mean, there's a lot of shrimp in here. Gotta be at least 30, 35 shrimp in here. It's just finding them all. There's one of the couple super reds. Let me zoom in on those. I mean, these guys haven't been fed, so they're looking for food right now. Sorry if it's blurry, but that's one of the super reds. I got 6 or 7 of them in here. There's a couple more right there. They're all in this tank. Whoop! Wow, the shrimp are really coming out right now. Normally they don't do this. Normally they go hide when they see me coming to the tank. But there's 6 or 7 super red plecos in here. So yeah. As you can see, I got a ton of water sprite. So let me get a zoom out of here. So these are all water sprites, so I'm going to probably take that big chunk out right there and put it into the 125. But I'm afraid that female Oscar is going to nuke it all. But it is what it is. Got a ton of snails in here. Sorry for the glare from the light. You can see all the other tank, the other 10 gallon from here. So let's see. Can I get a zoom up on some of the shrimp? There's one of the shrimp. I'm just waiting for it to focus. I did put 25 cherry shrimp in here, and I got 10 blue velvet shrimp too, which they can breed in a breed, and they'll either be red or blue. So let's see, got a decent amount of Java moss. I might pull this clump apart again a little bit, but I gotta be careful not to, if there's any shrimplets in there, which I have seen some shrimplets in here, quite a few of them. I don't want to take them out because they're hiding. Let's see, got some nice male guppies in here. So all these guys are going to get upset once I start taking some of these water sprites out of here, but I have to. It's getting too overcrowded. I might take some of these, and actually when I get the 22 bow front set up with soil, I might plant some of those down at the bottom and let them grow all the way to the surface. So that's that tank. I do have wood in here. A piece of Malaysian driftwood. It's only a small little chunk, but if the super red albinos, not albinos, super red plecos need some wood to chew on, they got that. So, alright, let's see, what's the next tank? Here's their 22 or 23 gallon bow front right here. Not much is happening. I got a gravel vac the bottom to get all that poop and food off, the excess food. I believe there's like 4 or 5 cherry red shrimp in here. In this bow front right here. That's the DIY sponge filter I made. And all that is like a 5 or 6 inch sponge air stone in the middle of that. So I always see the shrimp hanging out on that sponge, so there must be a lot of food on it. But that's what's keeping that tank going. I got some heaters from Amazon, which were pretty cool, from China or whatever, but for the price they're 200 watt heaters, 3 of them, and I think it was like 15 bucks free shipping. So they do have protection in them. I'm kind of worried about that, but if they were ever to go, I'm not too worried. I just wanted extra heaters just in case, as a backup type of thing. I mean, my place stays about 78 degrees in here. A comfortable 78 degrees, because I'm looking at my humidity and temp meter, and it says it's 55% humidity, which is in the comfort zone, and 77.8 degrees. And since it's the summer now, don't mind the mess, but I've been leaving that window open right there. I'm planning on taking that 40 breeder rack right there and putting a 40 breeder right there in front of that window. And I'm going to move some of the Java moss from my different tanks and other plants and some small fish into there, maybe some fancy guppies, and make just an explosion of fancy guppies. You know, maybe I'll pick a specific strain and let them breed out in there. So that's the little 22 bow front, or 23 bow front. I have to get off my butt and do some things, so I'll have more videos coming out over the next few days with that. So let's see this. Yes, I'm watching one of Steenfott's things. My place is a little messy right now. Haven't been feeling all that hot, so haven't done much. I gotta top this water off. I'm gonna do a water change. That little floating Tupperware container, that's what I was trying to keep the African cichlid in that was hurt, that had pretty much no tail left. I mean, it had some fin left on it, but not a lot. And there's that blue one that's kind of trying to become the tank boss, but that's not going to happen. These guys are hungry, obviously. There's the Texas cichlid just chilling in the back. No one bothers him because he's truly the tank boss. He's just so much bigger, but the Venustus right there, he's the actual tank boss over the African cichlids. I do have 2 high fin plecos in here. I'm probably going to move those into the 125 here. The rubber lip plecos, I'm thinking of moving out of here and putting them in the 22 bow front with the shrimp. Because what I want to do is, just like I have this driftwood, I want to go back to that lake and get some driftwood that kind of goes up and spiders out, or maybe I'll get some spider wood from someone, maybe Aquarium Co-op or something like that, to make like a tree and whatever, so I can have stuff go to the top of the tank, because that is kind of a taller tank. Quiet, Molly. Be a good girl, please. So yeah, that's the tanks. And the gist. And if you guys can't tell, I don't care if my place looks a little wrecked. But the koi are doing great. This tank's sitting right around 77, 78 degrees. All I have is that 200 watt Fluval heater on there, a 300 watt Fluval heater. This place stays pretty warm because the tanks keep the place pretty warm. Yeah, so I'm still trying to find a mate for this female Oscar, to see if I can't get him to breed. I mean, overall, the tanks are doing great. I mean, for this being my first tank setup, this July, I'm pretty sure it was July or August, this tank was set up last year, so this is starting to become a pretty good seasoned tank. And then that 110 gallon over there is the same age, because I set them up at the same time, and then the others are like, you know, a few months behind. So the place is coming along. I've ran airline. I just gotta I'm going to put a little hanger on the drop ceiling here, because that's where I had the pipe leak and burst. And that's some of the water damage or whatever on the wall that I just haven't cleaned off yet. So I do have that air pump that goes all the way to here, up over to that Aqua Clear, I think it's, or Aqueon, it's Aqua something pump. It's a 2-outlet pump, but it'll do, I think, 125 gallons worth of water, depending on the depths. So that comes to there, does that 125 sponge filter, that 40-gallon sponge filter, and then this DIY sponge filter over here, and it powers these two sponge filters. So I'm at like the capacity for that pump. And then I have this other pump that I got with this 125 stand. That's a 2-outlet pump. I think that pump is rated for 100 gallons of water, 125 gallons. So that's feeding these two 40-gallon sponge filters, or 30 and a 40. And it's feeding somewhere else. I can't remember. I'd have to see. Or maybe that one's feeding the 125 and the 40, and that one's feeding this and these tanks. Because you got to remember, going up like that, the air pump has to pump up and then down, and then, you know, the different depths for each of these 10 gallons. So I probably could put a couple more on there, but I want to be careful. I want to next payday I want to get a central air pump, something that does can do up to 800 gallons per hour or something, or however many liters of air that is, and thus have one central pump. And then I'll probably take the black one down. Maybe I'll put the central pump on a little shelf up there and do it and pump it into all the rooms, because one of the pumps that I was looking at was 800 to 1,000 gallons per hour worth of air. That's a lot of air to put in these tanks. And this tank is so tall, I need a pump that can push it down that deep. I gotta top off this tank, because I mean, it's not sucking air yet, but the pump probably by the time I come home from work will suck air today. So that's it. 18-gallon tote is doing great. Let's see if I can't just move this over here. I'm just trying to see where the... Oh, they're there. The Oscars are chilling. I think the Oscars have been eating the duckweed, to be honest with you, because I keep adding duckweed to this tank and it keeps disappearing, so they must be getting their veggies. If you can see, there's one of the Oscars right there. Gotta be... Oh, both of them right there. I swear they're a pair. A male and a female. And these two guys I got from PetSmart. I put those two rocks in a while ago, just because I wanted something to break up this power head right here, because this is a 29 gallon per hour power head. So I actually want to move this power head up a little bit, because I want this to move the surface of the water, otherwise see all that protein build up. So I like to keep it right here. Here's one of those new heaters. I hardly ever see the heater kick on. So yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I want to cut it off here. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's just a quick update on all my tanks. Actually, let me show you my son's tank. Now, of course, let me pop. Okay, so this is the little 2.5 gallon beta tank I got for my son. Here's Bluey. It's a veil-tail betta. My son loves this guy. I haven't put any substrate in here. I'm gonna pull the beta out, or just rinse some soil, put it in there, probably sand and gravel like I do all my other tanks. So, as you can see, I got a Nana Petite, I think, Nubius in here. Sorry for the glare from that light. I just took the shade off. This tank I do not heat at all. So, This tank usually hovers right around 72 to 74 degrees. Obviously the temperature drops because I leave the window open. I gotta suck out some of the food this beta hasn't eaten. He's kind of a finicky eater. He must be he must be eating something, because I don't know what. I'm gonna put some snails in here too, so I kind of want to get this Anubias on a small piece of driftwood. So I might go out back and grab a piece of driftwood. Or I got one in my truck, but it's kind of big, so maybe I'll cut it down or break it to make it like a natural break or something and put it here. But a lot of the times when I come home at night, Bluey is sitting up on one of these leaves or in the leaves, just relaxing. So this was an aquaponics tank that I got. It was like on sale for I think $16 or something. Got duckweed in here, obviously. I mean, I think I'm gonna get a pothos plant and put some pothos leaves right here. Now I have this this pump really turned down. It's a small pump, but I think that pump does like 80 gallons per hour or something, or 60 gallons per hour, and it has a little switch where I can turn up and down the flow. I just wanted to keep it light for the Bluey the beta, real tail beta. So I'm gonna clean up this. I got some Java moss that came over with this Anubias nana, I think petite it is. If I'm wrong, correct me guys, but that's that tank. I said I would show that tank, and here's just the side view of this tank. Obviously I gotta clean the bottom. The snails are kind of going crazy in here because I'm overfeeding this tank. I want to have mystery snails in all the tanks, because that'll give me enough things if I want to sell, to just sell. So this used to be an old UV thing that I used for my turtles a while ago, but UV light and heat light, I think. No, this UVA, UVB. I mean, the plants seem to like it. I didn't have the light plugged in for the longest time because I needed a cord, because there's no power outlets on this side, so I ran an extension cord over there. But I made sure I got a heavier. I know it looks like a regular household thing, but all it's controlling is the light and that one heater. That's it. And the cord's rated for like 1850 watts. So let's see, 200 watt heater and a 60 watt light. That's not a lot. If you can't tell, this is what the temperature is now, because it's warming up outside. So it's 78.2 degrees in here with 54% humidity. Now when I shut that window, the humidity jumps up by like 10 or 15. It becomes a little unbearable. So that's that tank, guys. I'm looking for suggestions. What do you think I should do? Should I just make this a shrimp only tank? I'm tempted to take the super red plecos out of my 10-gallon down there and put them in here, or even take the 3 pea puffers and put them in this tank, and then put a lot of like hiding spots for them and stuff like that, and make this a pea puffer tank, because I know I can't keep shrimp in a pea puffer tank because they'll just hurt them pretty bad. So I don't know, just thoughts. Well, let me know what you guys think of the video. I know it's getting long now, but that's a quick update of the tanks and the fish room. Take it easy, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like the video, let me know why, so I can improve on it next time. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take it easy.